So it's Tuesday, and I just mentioned how I feel like my body is starting, like I'm getting ready to ovulate, and I'm seeing more and more of those signs today, which have me a little freaked out. So I said last night that I was going to purchase the vial, and so here I am purchasing the vial. I have like 10 minutes because I need to get back. And eating was more important to me than jumping on this computer, but I'm getting ready to purchase this vial, and I'm like shit nervous because this is a lot of money. And you already know, this is a lot of money I'm about to drop, and I just, I hope and pray. I hope and motherfucking pray. I said that I was gonna call though to see if I could see what I could get. And so let's call. Let's call. Cause what? Nothing beats a fail like a try. Let's just see what they say.
Thank you for calling a global leader in the sperm banking industry. If you know your party's extension number, press 0 at any time. For sales and to reach our customer relations team, press 1. To ship from existing
I may not be able to do this right now. I have to go. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I thought I was going to be able to accomplish in 30 seconds, but the way that hold music was sounding and time is flying by, I need to get back because I have a call. Oh shit, I have a call right now. Oh well, didn't make it. My morning ran like super late, and then we had this like crazy situation and that ran late. And so I'm taking a late lunch and everything is just late. Well, never mind. We'll try it when I get back. Do I have anything to do today after work? I don't think so. I really need this to but they're done shipping for today. So, fuck, bro. They're done shipping for today anyways. So, okay, well, after all of that, the payment wouldn't go through. It's after hours because they're located on the East Coast, but I should still be able to place an order online and they just ship it the next day. I've tried twice and it is not working. So now I'm just sitting here like, what kind of sign is this, right? Because finally so what I didn't say was that I tried to call again earlier this afternoon while at work. And why did I hang up? I hung up because I don't remember what was happening, why I hung up again. Oh, did I try at work? No, I didn't try at work. I was like, I don't want to have this conversation in the office right now, even though nobody was around. I'm like, still. So when I got home, I called and they were closed, obviously. And so I was like, you know what? Am I really going to risk not having my vial there on time because I'm trying to save $70? I'm a penny pincher. I do like to save where I can, but it's like, am I going to wait a whole additional day to call and talk to somebody and ask them if they will give me a discount when I know that the answer is probably going to be no, because the deals are like, you can buy 2, you can buy 4, you can buy 6 or 8 vials and get the discount. So it's like, it's not just me who's not being able to participate. The people who are buying 1 can't get the discount. The people who are buying 3 and 5 and 7 vials cannot get the discount. And I think that's fucked up, but whatever. So it's like, it's not just me. I need to like not take this personal. It's just the stupid game that they're playing. Whatever. So it's like, you know what? Just screw it. Just buy the vial, have it shipped, and be done with it. And here I am working up the courage to make this large ass purchase, and it doesn't work. And I don't know why. There's nothing going on. There's nothing wrong. And they're closed. So I can't even call and say, hey, I need help, even though the message says, try a different one, or if you need assistance, contact customer service. And it's like, why? Why isn't it working? So now, either way you slice it, I have to wait another night and call them and like, what kind of sign is that? Is that a sign that I should just wait and talk to them and ask them? Or because one of the scary forms that I had to sign was acknowledging the genetic testing of said donor, and he was a carrier for more things than I remember. None of the things that I'm a carrier for, but I'm just like, damn, bruh, you got a lot of stuff going on in your genes. And so I mean, that's part of it. I was like, wait, what are all these things? I'm sure I looked them up before and I was comfortable enough to still have this as my favorites. And like, basically it's my just, like I've made the decision on this person. But then when I saw it again, I'm like, dang. And so I did a quick Google to get the gist of what these things are. And it spooked me a little bit. I'm like, okay, the only way that it's a problem is if I'm a genetic carrier for the same shit and then the kid is at risk. But I'm not. I'm only a carrier for one thing. Ew. And it's totally opposite of what is going on in his genetic family pool. And I'm like, y'all, okay. So that does have me a little nervous. And then I did another quick search and it's like, okay, a gene mutation is a gene mutation. Like they're going to have all of the gene mutations from both parents. That's only going to make them a possible carrier. It's not going to give them the illness. As long as they have one working gene in that strand or whatever the fuck, then they're okay. But I think about it and I'm like, okay, I'm a carrier for what I'm a carrier for, and I don't have said disease, but I have other shit related to those things. And it's like, okay, my other gene is still working pretty good, but it seems to be hanging on by a thread because I have, so I'm just like, fuck, what does all this mean? Let me just wait. It means, Erica, wait. Don't do anything right now because you can't do anything right now. This is a block. This is a block because there's something that I'm missing, or there's something that I need to know, or there's something else I need to do and I need to wait. It could mean anything. It could mean that maybe I don't need to purchase as quickly as I'm feeling that I need to. It could mean that my bank has put a block on this website because they're like, what the fuck is this trying to get all this money? But there's no alerts coming from my bank. It could mean, I don't know. It could mean that I need to hold off and ask the person for the Pride code. I don't know. It's just annoying because I worked myself up to like just hurry up, like finally push the button and do this, and it fucking didn't work. So now close the laptop and lose sleep over what the fuck is happening. I don't have much time. It's Tuesday. evening. I have to be in Cali by Thursday. I'm taking a shot tonight. I have to be in Cali on Thursday to see where things are going. And I'm telling you, my body is getting ready to pop this egg. Like, I feel like it's growing. And I'm just terrified that Thursday they're going to say, oh, the egg is looking good. Your egg retrieval, we're going to need to schedule that for, well, it's typically 36 hours. So I feel like they're going to say, everything is looking good. We're going to do an egg retrieval Saturday. Which is why I wanted to like have my sperm at least at the clinic by Friday. So now that I have to wait until tomorrow, if I call first thing in the morning, they can ship it Thursday if it's not a holiday. Well, I mean, it is a holiday, but I don't know how that's going to affect anything. Fuck. Also, overnight shipping is more than like regular 2-day shipping. It's only a few dollars more, but still, penny pincher here. And then, no, expedited shipping is a whole other price. And I'm like, I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to avoid paying extra unnecessarily. So it's like, okay, if I call them in the morning and tell them that I want the 2-day shipping, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday, they ship it on Thursday if there's no holiday restrictions. It'll get there That's fucking close. Oh my God. Shit. I'm gonna have to pay for, oh my God, I don't want to. I'm gonna have to pay for overnight shipping. This fucking sucks. Why didn't my card go through? It's almost 6:30, so it's like nobody at the bank is gonna pick up the phone. What is happening? I don't know if it's my bank or if it's their freaking website or what. Because if it's my bank, I feel like I could be doing something right now to fix this and I can still hit the button tonight. But what can I do tonight if the bank is closed? Let me try to call. Maybe someone will pick up.
On the line after your call to let us know how we did. Thank you for your patience. A representative will be with you as soon as possible. Let me assist you today.
Yeah, I am trying to make a large purchase online using my debit card, and I keep getting a declined message from the website. And I just wondered if there's anything like protecting my account that's prohibiting this, or if it might be the website itself.
Oh, yes, ma'am. We can definitely assist you with that here today. Well, what was the merchant you were purchasing from?
It's a company called...
Okay. Let me see here. I'm not seeing anything offhand.
Sure, it might take a minute, but let me give it a shot.
Of course, yeah, because
Okay, it's gonna try submitting. Yeah, I'm getting a decline. So maybe I just wanted to make sure that if it was on my end that I could fix it now and then try to give them a call in the morning, but it does look like it's something on their end, so okay.
Yes, ma'am, and not a problem.
Okay, well, it's not me. It says declined. Why? It says decline right here. The app just said. The fuck? The app is just now sending me messages saying it was declined. Why? It literally is just now coming up. Right when I like hang up with her. I don't understand. Are you serious? So I'm about to call her back? Oh my God.
phone number. It looks like you're a member. To look up your account...
Are you serious?
I didn't catch that. I can see from your phone number that you're a member. To look up your account, please say or enter the last 4 digits of your social... Thank you. Now, say or enter your debit card PIN. Thanks. Your call will be answered in 15 or more minutes.
Oh my God.
Calls may be securely recorded and transcribed by us and our service providers for quality assurance purposes.
Wow. Just wow. I actually had just hung up with another person that was helping me. I'm trying to make a large purchase online using my debit card, and it's declining. And so when I spoke with her, I just wanted to make sure that there weren't any like security measures on my account that were prohibiting it, and she didn't find anything. So I figured, you know, it was something on the merchant's end, and I would try to call tomorrow. But as soon as we hung up, the app started sending me notifications that this was being declined. So I don't understand why.
Okay, let me take a look at that. See what we...
The company is called...
All right, so I am not showing any declines for that merchant. The last transaction I actually see is for Circle K. That was on Friday.
Right.
And nothing else is coming through that right now. And I did check the...
It's just odd because I know as soon as I hung up with her, then I don't know what the disconnect is, but the app seems to know what's happening. I don't understand. And it's kind of important otherwise.
Yes, ma'am. And it's not...
Is the amount in my checking actually available? Because I made a transfer from another bank into this account, and it just showed up this morning, but I wasn't sure if it needed a full day to be in there to use or what. Now, what's interesting is the amounts that you're reading off, I don't know anything about that. 162 and 152? Okay. I did get 2 notifications saying the same thing, so maybe it was just, maybe I misheard you.
I probably said it wrong. My eyes probably...
Sure.
So let me wear my glasses.
Sure. Now, another thing is, if maybe, I don't know if it's delayed, but is there a chance that I actually successfully made the purchase the first time? Because I've been trying it for like an hour. So I don't know if there's like a well, let me look over here and see if...
No, all of them were...
$9:30 my time. Okay. Okay. Even that's helpful. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I would just try it again.
Okay. Okay. Now that I know, I appreciate you looking into it with me.
You are so very welcome.
How the fuck you gonna tell me I got money, but I don't actually got the money? Like, I got the money, but it's not like fully processed. And that's why I was like, is it really in there? Because I made a transfer over the weekend. What's today? It's Tuesday. I made a transfer over the weekend, and it said, I think it said today. And so when I looked today, it said the money was there. But if it's not really there yet, then don't say that I got the money, because I'm trying to make moves. Ugh. And I have to do this tonight because I just checked to like, I thought maybe I need to choose another date. So I put in the 18th to see, and it was forcing me to do overnight shipping. And I'm like, I don't want to pay for overnight shipping. Why am I forced to make that choice one day later versus right now? So I want to get this purchased today so that I can pay for the 2-day shipping and get what I need to get done, because I don't want to have to do this tomorrow. Because if I have to do it tomorrow, I'm not going to get it until they're going to try and do it Saturday, which might be the very day that I'm having my retrieval. And it needs time to like thaw, and they need time to like sort through and blah, blah, blah. I think. I don't fucking know. But they need time to process it in and then process it for me. It's too close. I need it there by Friday. Playing with my money. See, this is what I get for like dragging my ass. And I know this. This is typically me. So typical me. Dragging my ass. This is what happens. But this is why I was like, okay, I'm getting a funny feeling in the ovaries area. I need to make a move. And here, this is why you plan way ahead, because random shit like this happens. So annoyed. So annoyed. All right. Well, at least she finally saw what I was seeing, because I'm like, y'all not about to call me crazy saying that there's nothing, and it literally gave me the freaking app said, hey, decline, and it's like, well, why is it declining? So, all right, now I know. She said to try it in 2 hours. The fuck? I want to be done with it. And then, of course, stupid invoice for rent pops up. And I'm like, bitch, everybody's going to get their fucking money, okay? Leave me alone right now. Jesus. I'm already freaking out because this is like paying twice. Stop. Leave me alone. I'm trying to do a thing and it's not working. Leave me alone. You'll get your money. Everybody will get their money. Okay, let me get off. She said try it in 2 hours. That's when I'll take my shot. What is this?
We're from a Baptist church in the area. I'd just like to give you and your family this card. We made a short movie on YouTube about what someone needs to know from the Bible to go to heaven, because a lot of people aren't sure about that. Are you a Christian? Amen. The most important thing that we're trying to ask even to Christians is, do you know for sure you'll go to heaven?
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you believe it takes? Because we talk to a lot of Christians and they have different ideas.
I'm sorry, this is a really bad.
I'm sorry.
But I appreciate that.
Just know the Bible says it's faith alone. We talk to a lot of Christians and they're not sure whether it's just faith or whether you got to do other things. The Bible says it's not our works that save us. It's truly a free gift. And once you put all your faith on Jesus, you're saved for forever. You have eternal life. If we do bad, God will punish us on this earth if we do wrong. But He's never going to take His gift away once we believe on Him. So there's a 10-minute video that will show you that. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ. Very easy. God bless you.
Thank you. God
Take
bless
care.
you. What? What the fuck? How did they get in here? And this is why, like, every single time, like, I know better. I know better. Why do I keep opening the door? How are these people getting in here knocking on doors? The fuck was that? And he had kids with him? Like, get out of here. No soliciting. And they do this shit. They come after the office is closed where nobody's like watching and like regulating to do this. How, like, what? You expect me to like stand here and have a whole conversation? I'm so annoyed. Why did I open the door? I don't know him. I do this every single time. If it's something related to the apartments, they would just call me, text me, or email me like they normally do. They never come up here unless I'm expecting them. So why do I keep opening the door? And everything that he was saying was not true. Not true. Not true. Knocking on everybody's door or just mine? Leave me alone. See, it's times like these where I do wish, like, I have my brother to answer the door, because he looks crazy. He's tall and, like, you gotta look up. So I just for once want somebody to like be shocked opening the door and it's like my brother towering over them. Like, now say what you gotta say, bitch. What? When I tell you stressed and pressed, I bet you my ass didn't sleep in this morning. Stressed about this all night. I couldn't make the purchase all night long. Even after I talked to the second girl and she said to try it at like 9:30 my time, I still couldn't do it. I don't know if she was trying to say, well, no, that didn't even matter. Anyway, so I tried it 2 or 3 more times last night at 9:30 and it still wasn't working. So I was just like, fuck it. I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going into plan B thinking that I'm going to have to pull the money out of this account and put it into another account just to make the purchase, which was going to send me into a whole other thing today. And so when I woke up this morning, I got those additional notifications from the app saying decline, decline as of 12:30 Eastern Standard. And I'm like, well, if the point was for her to wait until midnight Eastern time to have whatever processing turn over, then it still didn't fucking turn over. So what the fuck? So how about just now? Just now did I try it and it went through. Now, I don't know what the hell I bought because, like I said, these carts, they expire after a while. And because it is literally the next day, I don't know if I was able to keep my same dates or not, but the order went through. So now I have to go in and see what I even just did because, yeah, it is now the 18th. And I have to get this paperwork over to, I don't know if I want to fax it to them right now so that they can hurry up and try to figure out how to charge me, or if I want to just wait until tomorrow and take it up there. I might just wait until tomorrow to take it up there and then use my other card. What is that? Why do I have to put a date here and a date there? I don't know. I'll fill it out tomorrow because there's still some things I'm not clear on. Because I could have swore it said what date is it coming? And now I don't see that. And these two date areas don't specify what date it's asking for. Oh, okay. I'm not doing that whole notary thing. But thank God. What is this chopper doing? T and I match. Now it's 1. It was 3. I don't understand what's happening. And I know I heard a big boom earlier. What the fuck is going on?
T wants to show you her other Mother's Day present. Baby, are you gonna do something with it though? You are? Okay. I'm trying to hide.
What is going on?
Anissa,
Something is going on at I know I heard a boom after those first 3 came around. Is something going on over there? There's not like event cones or anything.
You ready? I don't have to hide anymore.
That's a charter plane up above, but they keep circling. The first time the 3 landed and then got up and then circled out.
Oh, where are they?
Now this one is just circling and I don't understand what that is. And this isn't a news helicopter or a medical helicopter. I'm pretty sure there was a gun on it. That's why I think they're Blackhawks.
From now on, chips and salsa will be salsa and chips. Boldness never deserves to be second. Mateo salsa. If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions,
Why would they be doing training over here? What the What was that light? Is that the sun reflecting? See, now it's landing. I want to know what is happening in my hood. What? I don't understand why they wouldn't be training on their own, like at the base. They're not going to do an air show over here. So now it landed again. What is going on? That over there looks like a fire. I've never seen that kind of a glow. And now it's taking off again. But over there, what the heck is that? That white light is actually orange and it's flickering. Now it could be something reflecting the sunset, but I've never seen that before. California!
Yo.
These itty bitty itties are so sore. I don't like it. They're so sore, it's not natural for me. I keep telling them, look, these hurt. The back hurts. Stuff is happening. Are you sure I'm not about to pop one of these grapes? They're like, no. The girl told me that she was going to check in with the doctor and get back to me. And did anybody get back to me? No, they didn't. So that must mean that everything is all right, even though it doesn't feel like it. Like pulsating right now. I Googled, of course. That's what you do when nobody gives you answers. When the professionals don't give you answers, Dr. Google will give you something. Dr. Google said that there are definitely side effects of all three of the medications that I'm on. So that was helpful. Could be the medication, could be ovulation, could be, I don't know, whatever. And I'm about to take some more of this shit. But at the same time, I'm trying to shake that other one loose. Not loose, actually. I'm not trying to shake any of them loose yet because it's not time. But I am trying to get the other one to wake up. Little baby follicle, wake up and grow. Get some of this medicine. And don't let this other miscellaneous ass kid get all the goods. Because where did this kid come from? This other miscellaneous ass follicle just popped up out of nowhere and soaking up all of the follistim. Meanwhile, the intended baby grape is still snoozing. What is up with that? I need them both to get it together. This one needs to take a chill pill, because who are you? And this other one needs to wake up, because what? Nap time is over. Okay. Prep the area. Now I gotta prep the other area. And I know you can't see. You don't need to see. I showed you in season cycle 6 or 7 or 8. You know what this is all about. Okay? You know. Here's the needle. I'm gonna pop this open. New sharps container. They were probably like, girl, what are all these needles in here? Trust me, this is from the past year and a half that I just forgot to bring. Don't judge me. They were both jam-packed full. You didn't see them, but both of them were jam-packed full of needles. Of the old school ones. There may have been a pen or two in here, but I really don't remember. Okay, gotta clean this off. I don't know if you have to do this every single time. It doesn't make sense to. I think you just have to do the vial itself. Let that dry. And I told the girl, I said, look, I only paid for 300 units of this, and that seemed small as shit when I opened it. And you're asking me to take another 2 or 3 doses of this when I've already, like, this is going to be my 4th one. And I'm like, am I going to have enough? Because I don't want to pay what I paid for this again. So y'all need to make the treatment according to what I have. And she's like, no, it should be fine. You should be at 200 today. And I'm like, okay. I'm telling you, because I'm not buying anymore. I'm not doing it. Keep this for when I pop it. So put the needle in this bad boy. Do it right, E. Whoop, click. Take it off. That's the second one. There's the needle. Now I gotta make it clickety clack to 50 units. Pay attention, because you can't fuck this up. All right, 50. You see that? It's probably backwards. Then you tap. Oh, the drip is already coming out. More, another drip. No, don't waste my shit. Then I get some of this fat that I've been sucking in. Get some of this fat over to the side. I've been able to do it, so just do it. Wait, did I get all the bubbles out? Yeah. The shit is coming out. Okay. Just do it. It'll be fine. Quit fucking around, E. Come on. Ugh. After a while, after doing this in the same area for so long, your skin starts getting tough. It's weird. All right, stop talking and do it. It's in. Then I hit the button. Okay, and hold it down until it's back at 0. Hold the needle in for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it out. Bleeding this time. Whoa. Bleeding that time. I hope the medicine got in. Why did I bleed like that? See, every time this happens, even with the progesterone, when I do the progesterone shots in my butt, sometimes I bleed, and I and the rest of the ladies, why am I bleeding so much? I really hope that that medicine got in there. I and the rest of the ladies are like, I hope that all the medicine just didn't come right the fuck back out, because that's devastating. I definitely feel that sometimes when I'm doing the progesterone and oil. This, I cannot afford to like have the medicine not go in. Why was I bleeding like that? The skin was a little bit tougher on this side today. You're supposed to go like around the belly button, like 2 inches around. But I've been focusing just on this one side because this is where we're trying to get the follicle to grow. Why did I bleed so much? I hope you didn't see that, because I don't want anybody to like pass out. One thing about me, for stuff like this, even for like my own body, when I'm like taking my own blood or like shooting myself up or something really weird that I have to do happens, like the older that I'm getting, the more I'm like sensitive to it, where I'm like borderline about to like like I get a little woozy. And I never used to be that way. I could watch bloody, gory, crazy shows and movies and stuff when I was younger, but like the older I get, I'm like, okay, whew. Doing it in person is no joke. That hurt. It hurt, and I bled a lot, and I don't understand why. Whew. You can kind of see that mark. Girl, the fuck? Am I having a reaction? Why now? Okay, so I put the needle back on, or the cap back on the needle, and then you twist it off. Comes back off. You put it in your sharps container, and then put the cap back on. And I've been keeping this in the fridge. Put it back in my little case. And that's it. And you might be like, okay, wait a minute, that's all you have to do? If you're new here, and don't understand why, like, this is all the meds that I have, it's because, hold on. Yo, my belly legit hurts right here. It's like sore, like everything else. If you're new here and you're wondering why I'm just taking this little teeny tiny bit of injectable, like it's my only injectable, and why I'm taking oral estradiol and oral progesterone, which is Prevera, medroxyprogesterone is the generic version of Prevera. Anyways, and you're like, okay, but I thought she was doing IVF. I am. I have done the whole full-on, full throttle, regular, what do you call it? Standard IVF stimulation pack. It's like where they send you this big ass box of drugs, and some has to go in the fridge and some goes over here, and they send you a whole manual, and then you have your own personal manual to put the instructions in, and then there's a separate set of instructions, and then you got to account for everything that's in the box. You got to sign off on it. You got to talk to like the person, the nurse, to figure out how to do it, and watch these videos and take a class for it. That whole kit is for standard IVF. And I've done that before. I did that my very first round here in Scottsdale. And that was an unfortunate and very, 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 very hard waste of money that I didn't know. We didn't know because we didn't know. We didn't know, and the doctor, like, nobody explained to us what exactly is the problem or was the problem with me, why I had the problem. Let me step back, because maybe they did, but they didn't explain. Here's the thing. I don't know if they didn't explain it, or they didn't understand it, or they didn't specialize it, or they didn't want to deal with it, like my doctor specializes in now. So it's like, if you don't fit into the bill of standard IVF at this particular place, at least when I went, then ta-ta, right? Basically, having all those drugs to stimulate follicles is great if you have follicles. But if your hormones are already screaming because you're peri and have severe diminished ovarian reserve, and you don't have any follicles, or you have 1, 2, or 3 follicles, all of that, thousands of dollars in drugs to stimulate growth is down the drain. And that's what it was for me. Remember, this is how I found my current doctor I found him on YouTube because he was talking exactly about someone like me and how the clinic and him and his set of, his team, they specialize in women like me, and typically over like 40 or something with diminished ovarian reserve, peri, blah, blah, blah. And he explained exactly why standard IVF stimulation is like I always say, throwing Skittles at the problem. Like, it's not doing anything. Those drugs are to like ramp up the hormones to stimulate growth, right? But again, if your levels are already screaming at your ovaries to grow, adding more to it is not going to do anything. And that's exactly what happened with me. I spent thousands of dollars on those drugs and had totally empty ovaries by the time my retrieval came. Mostly because there was only one follicle that they were going after, and I ovulated early. And by the time my retrieval came, they put me to sleep and woke me right the fuck back up and gave me the bad news that there was nothing in there. So I was like, toodaloo. And I almost gave up. After that situation. And I definitely almost gave up after the breakup, after that situation. It was just too much. I was like, there's no fucking way. Still very, very, very early on in my whole infertility journey, trying to conceive journey, at that point of like, I'm about to give up, I had no idea. I still didn't even know how. Like, I understood because nothing happened and they were telling me that it was bad, but it didn't really sink in how bad my DOR was. I just couldn't wrap my head around it. And I couldn't wrap my head around what the hell did we just go through and why didn't it work? So the grief of that, like the confusion, and then dealing with like personal other life stuff was just, what? So when I moved in with my parents for like a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I don't know. It was then where I'm like, the fuck? And I was watching like other like women over 40 with diminished ovarian reserve. That's all that I could find on YouTube about my situation, was like women who were like up there in age dealing with this, trying to have babies. There wasn't anybody younger that was dealing with it that was like at least putting videos out or information out. It was hard for me to find. So I was following women who were like up there in age trying to conceive, and there's this one particular woman who now has twins who was like the most relatable, like medically. And I was like, okay. And she and her spouse were able to conceive with their biological cells, and they got twins. And I'm like, yo, if she can do it, I can do it. I certainly can do it. And so it was like then where I'm just thinking, why am I going to give up after one try, after one doctor? What? Why would I give up my dream of being a biological mom? Like, why would I just throw that away because it didn't go the way that I thought it would the first round? That's like stupid. People go through this for years, and that's something that I had to like bring myself to reality about. Is like, girl, it was like 6 months after your surgeries. Granted, it was like 6 months. People go through this for years and have like different circumstances, a little bit worse, a little bit better, favors, what have you. Really? Okay, relax. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. Let me get moved into my new place first. Let me get settled. let me do some more research. And I researched up the yin yang and I put a plan together and I was like, bitch, I don't know how it's gonna work, but let's make it work. And how long did it take me? It took me months to like get up the courage after doing all the research to drive my ass to fucking California to see this man. But I did it. And here we are. And I can't believe it. And I wouldn't change a thing. I really wouldn't. So anyways, I started off talking about medication and here we are like reminiscing. So with that being said, that's why I don't have the full standard IVF package, because I'm not doing standard IVF. There's standard IVF, there's mini IVF, which is minimal stimulation IVF. So it's like a little bit of drugs, not the whole kit, but like a little bit of drugs. And then there's natural IVF, which so I had my initial consultations, and then after my very first appointment, my very first monitoring appointment, my doctor was like, bitch, we're gonna help you get a baby, but your hormones are screaming bloody murder. You don't need any drugs. Like, we're gonna do natural IVF, okay? And I was like, okay, I don't, whatever you say, doc. Like, I still don't know. He's like, yeah, you don't need anything. Like, you're gonna do natural. And so we have been doing natural IVF ever since. And while it is painstakingly long, you have to have the patience of Job, right? Because it's basically up to your body to, did you see that? It's basically up to your body to decide when it wants to do it. It being whatever. And then you have to kind of go off of that. And so to help my hormones regulate and get them to a point where we can make things work the way that they're supposed to, I have to take these itty bitty pills to skyrocket estrogen, to lower FSH, to then slowly increase FSH, and to add progesterone to do something or other. I don't fucking know. I leave that to the chemists, all right, the doctor. But so far, these 2 pills and some time and some patience and a lot of miles and a lot of gas have helped me in a way that I never thought, in a way that I don't believe that this first clinic would have had the patience, or like they don't deal with special cases like me, you know? So it's like kind of not in their, what do I want to say? Not in their best business interest to deal with someone like me. It's too much. And they're not going to make any money, I feel like, you know? They got my money like for the first round. But I will say, I'm not knocking them, because wonderful things came out of that first clinic, and that was the referral to the surgeon to clean up my endo. Like, that was amazing. And I really wish that I could have that same doctor clean out my endo again, because I know endo is back. Like, I can just tell and I can feel it. I don't know how bad. Hopefully it's not as bad as it was before, but I know that I still have fibroids in there also. So we'll see what happens at SIS time, but I wish I had that same doctor, because she was amazing. She's like top dog endo surgeon here in Arizona. And the reason why I say I wish I could get her again is, as soon as I had my surgery with her, they took her out of my network. And I'm like, fuck you guys. So she's not covered anymore. And I don't know if I trust anybody else. So if it comes down to me needing to have another surgery, I'm going to have to figure out how to get her But I will say this, when I had that surgery with her, it was about $80,000. So, yeah. I didn't pay for it. I just paid my insurance premium. Made sure my deductible was good. Anyways, what was the question? I'm gonna go to bed. Okay, bye.